22 Florida at Kentucky. This is the reason why I was even talking about that. Kentucky was a 1.5-point favorite, and holy crap, they beat the dog crap out of Florida. It was 33-14. Now, here's something really interesting. You and I haven't spoken about this game yet, Mikey. Devin Leary, starting quarterback for Kentucky, did not throw for 75 yards.
Yeah, because Ray Davis is him.
Well, I don't know if it's because Ray Davis is him, but
regardless.
But Ray Davis is him. Now, the point I was trying to make is if you showed me a box score and said, hey, look, this team's quarterback threw for 69 total yards passing, nice. Who wins? I'm going to say the other team.
Yeah.
Now, you would have had to leave out the part that team's running back ran for 280 freaking yards and quite literally ran Florida out of Lexington.
I'm pretty sure – I know at one point he was, but I don't know what he ended the day at, but I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure at one point he was averaging 20 yards per carry. And that's not even like, oh, he had one 80-yard run and the rest were – like, no, he was averaging 20 yards a carry. Yeah, it feels like every time he had the ball, he was gaining 20-plus yards.
He had 200 yards by halftime. Dude balls, man. I said that I thought Florida was going to win, and I did expect Ray Davis to have a hell of a game, and I knew he was a monster. But I figured that, and honestly, kind of what happened is what I thought would happen, but not the final score of the game. And I definitely didn't expect Ray Davis to have 280 yards rushing. But I said that I think Graham Mertz will be able to have a decent enough day passing, and Florida will be able to, they'll be able to put some yards together on the ground of their own. And I think that will counterbalance what Ray Davis does. I figured Ray Davis would have the best day of any back, but he blew that out the water far and away. Huge statement win for Kentucky. All of a sudden, we got to really start talking about Kentucky.
Yeah.
We got to start talking about Kentucky because just like those other teams we mentioned, Kentucky's going to get their own shot at Georgia down the road. They're going to get their shot at Tennessee. They blew Florida out the water. And Missouri's an interesting one too. So that SEC East just got, over the course of this weekend, it felt like the SEC East just got really competitive.
For sure. And looking at Kentucky's games, they haven't scored less than 28 in a game, and not saying that they played great competition, but they scored 44 against Ball State, 28 against Eastern Kentucky, 35 against Akron, I believe.
Yep.
45 against Vandy, and 33 against Florida. So they're putting up numbers.
Yeah. And on the ground. So really impressive. Really impressed with what I've seen out of Kentucky.